With two Hall of Famers, Doris Burke and Grant Hill, I'm Brian Anderson. Allie LaForce, our reporter. And a chance here to check out some stats for Trae Young.
And a stat to focus on is his steal total over the last 5 games. He's been working on his defense, trying to be a disruptor, and it's made them a lot better on defense.
A look at the Pelicans starting group. They've got Rudy Gobert. Wagner is out there with Zion Williamson. Then there's Christian Brown, and it's Young in at the point. And for the Timberwolves, Sarr out there with George. Then there's Castle. Then there's Edwards. Well, Grant, I hope you're as fired up for this one as I am. Some of the league's most exciting talent on the floor.
Oh, my, man. I am most definitely up for this one. With the athleticism on both sides, there's going to be no shortage of highlights.
Out of bounds, it'll go to the Timberwolves. And the fans love seeing incredible moments on defense like that block.
And that kind of rejection early on energizes your squad. The coaching staff just loves this kind of hustle.
Pass to Sarr. Oh, it's blocked by Williamson. Brown passes to Gobert. Oh, and Gobert powers it home.
This guy always amongst the league leaders in dunks. Gobert is a force around the cup.
Here's Sarr. Minnesota again missing.
3 straight misses to begin the game. Not the start they were hoping for.
Williamson passes to Young. Missed it. Now 0 for 1 on this game. The Timberwolves have gone 0 for 3 from the floor to begin this one. Pass to Castle. George against Wagner. Here's Edwards. It's good. Set up beautifully by George.
Boy, what a good-looking stroke. Ready on the catch, Anthony Edwards. That jumper is nice.
Here's Brown, guarded by Edwards. And it's Wagner missing.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
Takes the assist and lays it in. Nice setup.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start. Giving up high percentage looks, that doesn't typically end well.
Here's Brown. Right now contributing around 10.5 points a game.
And that closeout certainly made a difference.
Well, no question, he altered that shot, and most of the time, that's just as good as blocking it. This guy is a pick-your-poison kind of player. Very hard defensively to cover all your bases with him.
Gobert with a screen on George. Here's Wagner. Nope, another miss. 0 for 2 to start the game. Grant, you look at the development path of Franz Wagner. Not surprising he had an easier transition to the NBA.
But think about this, BA. I mean, he played against men very early in Germany, splitting time in Euroball, and at Michigan let him really develop in multiple ways. So he's seen it all and is still so young.
Now here's Young. What a tremendous game he played against the Lakers. The baseline J is on the way. No good off the glass. Minnesota leading by 4. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
I had a chance to catch up with Minnesota's head coach. He said when Zion is healthy and right, you can't really stop him. But you can try to contain him. Stop his dribble drive, force him to hit shots over the top of you. Sounds like they're going to try to make him a jump shooter tonight.
All right, Allie, thanks once again. And we've got a timeout called by Ime Udoka. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan. Since the All-Star break, your NBA assist leaders. Number 1, Trae Young.
And since the All-Star break, his passing has been incredible. Just finding his guys in their spots and playing the role of facilitator.
Here's Wagner. Last game for him, he had 14. Picked by Gobert to stop the drought. That one falls. He's now 1 for 3.
But you go back to the fundamentals. Franz Wagner calls for the screen and gets himself some space.
Pass to Castle. It's George on the wing, covered by Williamson. Back to George. Clock at 6. Here's Castle, guarded by Young. Castle misses.
I'm sure he's kicking himself. He hates to blow that kind of opportunity.
Brown passes to Young. Goes up and lays it in. Nice and easy.
Nice work inside from Young. Not afraid of trying his luck down there.
Outside Edwards. Pass to Sarr. And that one goes in as he's fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts the free throw. All right, Grant, coming down to the final few games now. This playoff push sure will be interesting.
Oh, no doubt. And I'm looking forward to it, B.A. The teams trying to make the playoffs will be going all out. And that kind of intensity in these games will be fun to watch.
And here's Young. He'll bring it up for the New Orleans Pelicans. It's a 5-point game. Last time they met was in New Orleans.
And last time out, they seized the advantage with their defensive pressure. They did a great job of just forcing a lot of turnovers.
Yeah, I thought the giveaways were a tremendous factor. They were taking some chances on D, jumping in the passing lanes, that sort of thing, and it really paid off for them.
And Minnesota has possession after the Pelicans picking up a basket a moment ago. Here's Edwards. Kept alive. Castle for 3. And he misses again. Now 0 for 3. Pelicans trail by 3. Pass to Brown. And he's going for the lob. Here's Castle. We saw him with 11 points in his last game. From 7 feet. It's rebounded by Rudy Gobert. The Pelicans have gone 4 of 9 in this one so far. Outside Young. Six on the shot clock. Shot is up. It's rebounded by Minnesota. Pass to George. 2 shots, 2 makes. Off to a good start.
Good job attacking. Those restricted area shots are what every NBA team is looking for.
And we've got a timeout called by Ime Udoka. Coach wants to speak to his guys, maybe alter some of the game plan. Whitmore's checked in for New Orleans. And so it's New Orleans with it, trailing by 5. And Grant, you look at the players the Pelicans have gone after recently, they have a clear plan.
Well, they do, B.A. They want to surround Zion with shooters, which, of course, makes sense. It's sort of the same kind of blueprint the Bucks laid out with Giannis. If you can shoot, the Pelicans have a spot for you. And even from where we're sitting, you could clearly tell it was a foul.
Minnesota is shooting their second and third shots at the line here. That's good from George. Filipowski, he's checked in for Gobert. That's also good, so he hits both free throws.
An efficient night from the line. This is a guy who puts in the work and it pays dividends.
Pass to Filipowski. Here's Wagner. Right side Young. Just 5 to shoot. Nifty move. Sarr pulls it in.
Never easy to stop this guy at the rim, but that is a beautiful contest right there.
Now here's George. The D's right on him.
And that puts them just one foul from the bonus.
Dillingham's checked in for Minnesota. And Minnesota with possession here. They lead by 7. And Sarr with the basket on the assist from Dillingham. Sarr's got 7 points in the game.
Boy, it seems like every shot he puts up, it's going in. This guy is hot, hot.
The 3. Sarr pulls it in. Sarr's got 5 rebounds in the game. Pass to George. Releases. And that one off the back of the rim and in. And it's an 11-point Minnesota lead.
They've been very effective so far. A balanced attack at its best.
On the offensive end, it feels like they're getting the shots they want, and defensively, they are connected and on a string.
Wagner. And he was fouled in the act of shooting. Opportunity for a 3-point play here.
That shows you the combination of size, strength from Franz Wagner. Like, seriously, well done right there.
Sadiq Bey, he's checked in for New Orleans. Free throw good. Wagner. Minnesota leading by 8. Outside Edwards. From behind the arc. Knocks down the triple. Edwards got his second bucket on the night.
And early on, they've been on a tear. Just getting whatever they want offensively.
Well, what I love is the game plan has been solid from the opening tip. And guys are making their shots. That's critical.
It's hauled in by New Orleans.
I love how they've attacked the boards here in the first quarter.
Pass to Wagner. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. More and more, we're seeing international players come into the league who are NBA ready, Grant.
It really is a sight to see, BA. And some of those guys start playing pro ball when they're 16 or 17 years old. It toughens you up real quick playing against older competition at that age.
Boy, when you look at the 6'10" Franz Wagner, what you love is the skill set. It is tailor-made for today's NBA. He can stretch you from deep. He's not afraid to mix it up on the glass. You love it. Boy, a really soft touch on display. It is a luxury to have a big man who can hit from the line at a consistent rate.
And there's the call on Sadiq Bey. That's his first foul, and Minnesota making a change here. Butch Shafino's checked in. Time called here. The Timberwolves decide to talk it over. And taking a look at the last 10 games, these are the teams that have attacked the offensive glass and been rewarded for their efforts. Second, the Pelicans.
Well, you love the attack mindset on the glass. They've imposed their will physically.
Whitmore defending. 5 to shoot. To the wing on the left. But Shafino's shot is off. Pelicans trail by 9. will retain possession. Just a superb read on defense to come up with the block.
Oh, showing no signs of giving up this lead. That block sends shockwaves into the opposition sails.
They set the screen. Outside Whitmore. Shot clock at 6. Launches it. Always a nice way to start. Makes his first one.
You don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
The Timberwolves lead by 6. To the inside. A nice shot by Watson.
And you like the balance here. Not just falling in love with the 3-ball.
And he banks in the layup. Minnesota has gone 2 of 5 from deep. "11 feet out." Yep, that one's good. And the Timberwolves lead by 8. For New Orleans, they've gone 7 of 16 so far. Inside, here's Bay. Misi grabs the board.
Boy, 9 times out of 10, that's going in. I'm sure he surprised himself with the miss.
Pass to Hood Schifino. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. It's going to go on Cam Whitmore.
Hey, if you can't block it, sending him to the line can be the next best thing.
Minnesota is shooting their 4th and 5th shots at the foul line in this game. And he drops the first. And he makes both free throws. Pelicans trail by 10. And there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. And a look here at the scoring trend over the last several months for Trae Young.
He's been on a tear offensively these past few months, and you know how much they love the extra points he provides. He's been shouldering a bigger load recently, and I think he's just getting started.
First free throw is good. So he gets them both. Minnesota leading by 8. We've got 1:48 left in the first quarter. Pass to Dillingham. And he lobs it up top. Up high and down it goes on the lob.
And the lead increases on a crazy offensive sequence.
Man, the dunk alone would have been incredible, let alone the fact that it came off a pinpoint pass. Here's Filipowski, still without a bucket. Wagner outside, shot clock at 5. And there it is for him.
Well, Franz Wagner is a problem if he gets the basketball down low and on the inside.
Here's Dillingham. In the game against Portland, very impressive. Here's Watson. That three's off the mark. And here's Wagner. He'll bring it up for New Orleans. 8-point game coming into this, having notched a win against the Lakers in their last game.
And that one, the other team could not keep up with them offensively. They were prolific.
Well, let's give some credit to the coaching staff as well, recognizing the weaknesses in that defense and going after each one of them.
Here's Dillingham after the basket by New Orleans. To the wing, right side. 30 30 seconds left to play in the first quarter. The Timberwolves need to get off a shot here. Shoots. The rebound by Filipowski. Pelicans trail by 6. To the paint. Now here's Whitmore. Parked it down low that time. Got hit with the 3-second call. And New Orleans making a change here. There's 10 seconds left in the first quarter. Here's the pick. To the left wing. Fader on the way. That one drops for him. And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves up by a healthy 8 points at the end of the period. Their key to consistency has been their dominance in the paint. They've been the more physical team. All right, stick around. We'll be right back after this. Good to have you with us on this Easter Sunday. We're ready for more of the NBA on 2K Sports. And when you consider how Minnesota is doing, guys, your thoughts?
Well, you have to look at the advantage they have in the turnover department. I mean, that's a huge advantage for them in this game.
Offensively, they took care of the ball. And defensively, they forced a number of miscues.
Okay, on the court right now, second quarter for the Pelicans. Christian Brown out there with Cam Whitmore. Then there's Rudy Gobert. Then it's Trae Young. There aren't many more dominant defenders in the NBA than Gobert.
Well, that's definitely fair to say, B.A., because his defense has an outsized influence on a game. The inside presence changes an opponent's game plan.
And that one falls for Gobert. Well, Grant, you were an excellent defender in your day. So who was the toughest player you had to guard?
Well, there were so many great players, Michael, LeBron. But let's talk about the late, great Kobe Bryant. I mean, he really had no weaknesses. And even if you defended him perfectly, there's a good chance he can still make the shot.
That misses, so he splits the free throws.
Rudy Gobert has been consistently great on the defensive end of the floor as a rim protector and shot blocker.
Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
With the game on the line, Ice Trae is dangerous man. Young said, I've been owning the moment my whole life. That's what I do. I've worked too hard to be afraid of the moment. Right.
Well, Allie, it definitely shows in his play. It's great stuff there. Thank you. Here's a look at what's coming up for the New Orleans Pelicans. On Saturday, they'll be playing against Devin Booker and the Phoenix Suns. And then on Wednesday, they'll be matching up against Kawhi Leonard and the Golden State Warriors.
And for that game against San Antonio, that's going to be a nice test for them. They'll get a chance to see just how they play against a team that most feel is better than them.
And he knocks down the first one. And the Pelicans making a change here. Williamson's checked in. And so he hits both. Minnesota leading by 7. Here's Dillingham. No points yet. George outside. Sarr passes to Edwards. They set the pick. Clock at 4. And stolen by Williamson. And it's the Pelicans on the break. Here's Brown, guarded by Edwards. Gobert inside. Gets rebounded by Minnesota. They've led by as many as 11. Coming off a win against the Blazers.
And in that game, it wasn't just the starters who played a big part. They got a ton of points off the bench.
When you get that kind of a complete effort, that's a game you're going to win far more often than not.
Now here's Edwards. He's coming off a 19-point game against Portland.
Well, the work that Anthony Edwards is putting in as a shooter is there. That range shot so important. Nice three-point look right there.
Gobert finds Young. Over Dillingham. Got it from about 16 feet. Young's got 6 points.
Some defenses are designed to yield the mid-range shot. For him, that's a good look.
The jump hook. And no good, trying to use the glass. And so it's Williamson who brings up the ball for New Orleans. Trailing by 8. After this one, they're off to Phoenix to take on the Suns. That'll be the second of 2 games on the road. And here they come. Pass to Dillingham. Brown grabs the board. Pelicans trail by 8. Here's Williamson. It's rebounded by Minnesota. Sarr's got 6 rebounds now in the game. It's George on the wing. Whitmore defending. Here's Dillingham. Down low. Here's Edwards. And Edwards slams it in.
Boy, defense has no answer for Anthony Edwards' athleticism. What a dunk.
And Ime Udoka has called timeout. He wants a few moments to regroup with his players.
It's now an opportunity to take a break and talk about their strategy moving forward.
Well, there's something that the coach doesn't like. I'm curious to see which kind of adjustment he makes here.
Castle's checked in for the Timberwolves. And a change for the Pelicans. Wagner's checked in. Sinks the tray. Whitmore's got 5 points now this quarter.
Yeah, defensively, if you come off someone, Young will find them.
Pass to Castle. And after missing his first 3 shots, he drains it. 1 for 4.
They just look so overwhelmed inside. That's why they continue to get attacked.
Here's Brown, guarded by Edwards. Back to Young. Williamson outside. Screen by Young. Williamson inside. A 14-point game for him in the win against the Lakers. Here's Sarr. Whitmore defending. Pass to Sarr. Here's Castle. Outside Edwards. Oh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line. And Doris, you watch Anthony Edwards year to year. He just keeps reaching a new level.
He wants greatness badly, and he's putting in the time, BA, to get there. Anthony Edwards, the shooting, the confidence, the leadership, everything's growing. He's now producing like an MVP. Look out, everybody. Here he comes. Anthony Edwards is a physical force. This guy has the frame and the game to be an elite two-way player.
Well, Doris, we've heard Anthony Edwards declare himself as the best player in the league.
Well, BA, when you got the game to back it up, you don't mind putting yourself out there. And Anthony Edwards has charisma, highly skilled, and he's fearless when it matters most. Look out for the Ant-Man.
Now here's Young. He's got 6. 3-pointer. It's rebounded by George.
They've had a slight leg up on the boards and a big leg up on the scoreboard.
Edwards looking it over. George, a screen on Young. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. And let's take a look at some point guards who have been scoring the ball over the past 10 games. Third is Trae Young.
And this group of guys, they have an innate ability to not only score at will, but to create for others. They're the complete package.
You know, they truly are. Whether it's one-on-one situations or staying within that team framework, that is a gifted group offensively. And, you know, you said it. Their ability to put up big points from the one-guard spot is what really sets them apart.
Showing more aggression here in the second quarter. He's seeking contact and working himself to the line.
And both free throws good for Edwards.
0 wasted trips. They're doing their job at the line.
Pass to Wagner. Back to Whitmore. Over to the left wing.
When you play the forward position as Wagner does, you've got to be willing to continue to play through contact. Regardless of if there's a foul, play through it.
He's 3 for 3 from the free throw line.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
Free throw good. Wagner.
Boy, for his age, you think about how well-rounded a basketball player Franz Wagner is, and the guy wants to get better. He's a student of the game. The sky is the limit for this young man.
And both free throws good for Wagner. Minnesota leading by 11. Pass to Castle. Back to Edwards. Ooh, coming through again, shooting 5 for 7 now.
Well, a good first quarter leads to a dynamite second period.
Young, the pass to Wagner. And he gets it to go. 4 for 6 so far.
Well, that's about toughness and the willingness to absorb contact. Franz Wagner relishing an opportunity to show off a bit.
Here's George. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. That's on Franz Wagner. And a look now at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Timberwolves.
Well, you got to be impressed with how selfless they've been so far. Their passing has been simply outstanding.
You know, also, they've been incredible on the fast break, taking those chances, playing with great pace.
That free throw, no good. Filipowski, he's checked in for the Pelicans. And he ends up missing both free throws.
Uncharacteristic trip to the line for him. Just lost his feel on those shots.
Here's Wagner. Shot is off. 4 for 7 in the game now. Minnesota leading by 11. To the middle. Blocked! And they're able to recover. Edwards for 3. Oh, Edwards! Money on the triple!
You have to credit their effort. I mean, they've done an amazing job on the glass.
Pass to Brown. Back to Young. Wagner outside. And you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance at a three-point play.
Well, offensively, this guy has been cooking. They're definitely not losing because of him.
It'll be his 4th time going to the line in this game.
And you can see his focus at the stripe this half has been tremendous.
1 shot.
And it's Edwards with the ball for the T-Wolves. They've led by as many as 14. George's shot is off. Pelicans trail by 11. And he lobs it up to the rim. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Pelicans will retain possession here.
Just a millisecond late. So close to coming up with a steal there.
Absolutely appreciate the effort, though. He really went after it. So close.
And the Timberwolves making a change here. Watson's checked in. And the Pelicans also making a change. He's checked in for Wagner. Ooh, poked away. It's an even 3-on-3 break. Here's Castle. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Castle's got 4 points this quarter.
I mean, his length gives him an advantage over a lot of other point guards in this league.
Pass to Brown. Outside Whitmore. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Blocked. Out of bounds. Pelicans ball as New Orleans keeps possession. And we have to take another look at that block.
Oh my, and that was textbook defense, positioning himself well to send it back.
Brown passes to Bay. And again, no good by New Orleans.
And they're +5 on the boards after that rebound.
Here's Castle doing some damage on the offensive end, putting up a little over 14 points a game.
He is too good a shooter, guys, to be left open like that. The defense just dodged a bullet there.
Bay outside. Shoots from 12. The rebound by the Timberwolves.
It can be tough to find space in the mid-range area. Probably should have passed that one up.
And an emphatic jam on the lob.
And the lead increases on a crazy offensive sequence.
Man, the dunk alone would have been incredible, let alone the fact that it came off a pinpoint pass. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
Shooting 2.
The first one falls, but Schifino's checked in for Edwards. Good on both. Minnesota leading by 13. Here's Castle. The rebound by Filipowski.
Well, they have the advantage, but you still feel like this guy needs to find a way to get himself going.
Pass to Bay. Here's Filipowski. He's scoreless. Over Castle. Fades away and sinks the tough shot.
The defender is doing everything he can, but the height disparity limits his options.
To the inside, and he caught that pass in full stride on his way to the big slam.
Oh, nice one-handed jam there, B.A.
Hey, little exclamation point. There's a screen. Off with the layup. Minnesota has gone 2 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the second. And he hits it and gets hacked. A 3-point chance here if he can convert.
They have no answer defensively inside.
Dillingham's checked in for the Timberwolves. Pelicans trail by 16. And there's a pick. Pass to Filipowski. Here's the 3. It's rebounded by Minnesota. Here's Watson. Drops in the layup for 2. Watson's got 6.
Credit their discipline. They've been working for high percentage shots.
Will it go? Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
He's just too quick to the cup. No one near him to get postered.
Pass to Dillingham. 6 to shoot. Oh, there's the alley. Throw it down on the lob.
Great teamwork and great timing.
Oh, spectacular play. Out of bounds, it'll go to the Timberwolves. Looking at the 2K leaderboard, here are the teams that have been consistently dominant on the offensive end of the floor over the last month. The Pelicans 4th.
Well, offensively, people are moving without the ball, making the extra pass, and that's led to a high shooting percentage for them, really over the last month.
Gobert's checked in for Whitmore. Minute 32 left to play in the second quarter. Pass to Hood-Schifino. Outside Watson. Inside. And he goes strong with the one-handed jam.
Wow! Always fun to see point guards who can elevate above the rim like that.
Oh, a strong mindset and even stronger finish.
Boy, it's incredible how much explosive scoring ability can come from the lead guard position. That is a big-time play.
And here's New Orleans now. The Timberwolves getting their last shot to go. 4 on the clock. Lets it fly. Hey, good.
And you see Bay's role expanding over time, including hopefully becoming a bigger part of this offense.
Pass to Watson. He's off on the first. Good on the second one. There's 42 seconds left in the first half. Out left to the wing. They set a pick. Fires the three. Misi grabs the board. Misi's got 4 rebounds now.
Boy, with his shot not falling right now, it might be time to look in a different direction. See if you can get your teammates started.
In terms of offense, they've been the more efficient team by far.
And I think because of that, they've gotten the better looks to start this basketball game.
So as we conclude the first half, a fairly one-sided game. Timberwolves ahead, just dominating this one. And we'll see you back here after the break. Third quarter action in just a bit.
You look at the Timberwolves, the end is near. Couldn't put things together in time. They've had a couple of good games, but they couldn't sustain the momentum. They're in rebuild territory, which ain't always pretty.
And turning our attention back to that first half of action, guys, Anthony Edwards was in complete control. Thank
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly in the second. And you know, Anthony Edwards has been really making it happen, guys.
He took a head-on approach in the first half, going straight at the D and drawing fouls.
I have to love his tenacity. This guy stays in attack mode, makes defenders work, tries to keep them off balance.
Castle is out there with Edwards. Then there's George. Then there's Sarr. So that's the Timberwolves 5. Pass to Wagner. That's It's in. Coming off an assist from Young. Wagner's got 19 points.
The agility by Wagner right there slips past the defensive resistance right on the interior. Nicely done.
Castle. Rudy Gobert with a rebound. Gobert's got 6 rebounds now in the game. You know, Grant, you talk to scouts about Stephon Castle. They just feel like this guy's a winner.
Well, certainly we saw that at Connecticut. Now, as a freshman, he was a key piece in their title run. He actually turned up his game in the tournament, and that's rare for any freshman.
And here's Edwards outside. Pelicans cleared away. Wagner's got his 5th rebound in this one. Outside Young. Pass to Brown. Outside Young. Rebounded by Castle. Minnesota leading by 19. To the paint. George against Wagner.
First team foul. At the line for 2.
First one falls for him. He does not get the second one. Zion Williamson seems intent on silencing all the doubters moving forward, Graham.
Yeah, B.A., he's not taking any more questions about conditioning. His physicality and play really answered that question now. He has been looking better than ever.
George outside. And Castle with the basket. On the assist by George. George has got his 4th assist with that last one. Down low. The jump hook. Gobert no good.
Boy, against so little defensive pressure, you have to convert that.
To the paint. Ooh, great D that time from Gobert.
Well, trying to find themselves in the second half here. Just 1 for 4 from the field. Can someone in the group get hot? Let's see.
Yeah, Zion will take on any defender, knowing full well he's got to fight through contact.
He's getting his first free throw attempts of the night now. No good on the free throw.
Even as much as we've seen him, we still marvel at the power of Zion around the basket. It's hard for a defender to deal with this kind of strength.
And he can't make the second free throw either. He missed them both.
Yeah, the physical abilities of Zion are truly next level. His build, his strength, I mean, it makes him difficult to defend and totally unique. And just not letting up at all. I mean, you have to love this approach. You want to get the ball to the guys who make plays.
One thing we've learned in the NBA, the game is never over. So you've got to continue to score, continue to build your lead.
And Ime Udoka has called timeout. He'll take the opportunity to regroup. Just over 2.5 minutes gone by in the second half. Young finds Gobert. That one's good, and it's Young with the assist. Young's got 3 assists tonight. The Timberwolves lead by 20. Pass to Sarr. Now Edwards. 6 on the shot clock. George for 3. Williams grabs the board. And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Hey, Brian. Well, in today's high-scoring NBA, every position has to be a threat. All-star Donovan Mitchell said, we're getting away from the point guards who are just floor generals. It's passing and scoring that you're starting to see. And your level of scoring allows you to be a better playmaker. Teams have to respect that.
No doubt, Allie. Thank you. And the first one at the line is good. He's perfect from the line this time. Here's Castle. 6 points for him. A little under 3.5 minutes off the clock now in the third quarter. Ooh, great D that time from Gobert.
Well, this is the night you look at your teammates and tap them on the back and say, good job, because for him, he's been struggling all night.
Pass to Williamson. Outside Young. And he's going for the oop here. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Young. Only 4 games left of the regular season. Let's see how the West is shaping up. Taking a look at New Orleans, they'd be watching from home if the playoffs started today. They're hoping to make a final push. And of course there's Minnesota, a couple spots down. Whitmore's checked in for Williamson. We've gone about 3.5 minutes here into the third. Pass to Sarr. Here's Castle, guarded by Young. There's a screen. Here's the floater, and he lays it up and in. Castle's got 8 points.
Well, the touch and the focus, what a pretty move in the lane.
To the inside, Gobert. And Gobert with the stuff.
How quickly does Rudy Gobert move off the screen? His mobility makes him a tough cover in the pick and roll.
Pass to Castle. Back to Edwards. That's tipped, and it's out of bounds to Minnesota. All right, let's look now at the small forwards who have been making the most of every trip to the line here in the second half of the season. Number 5 is Franz Wagner.
And it's clear that these guys work hard on maintaining their free throw shooting. It's why they're among the best in the league in that category.
You know, and being the slashers that they are, having that kind of success at the line does even more to get them into attack mode. They're always looking to create some contact and get to the line for what is an almost automatic 2 points.
Edwards, no good. Pelicans trail by 18. Outside Whitmore. Back to Young. Oh, deflected. George, right side. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist. 12 points for him. And now we'll get a perspective here on how the hustle game has been going for the Timberwolves.
Well, their D has been a major story tonight. I mean, those steals and putting pressure on the ball, clogging the passing lanes, impressive.
They've also been scoring on the break with how difficult it is to get buckets in the half court. Anytime you can push the ball in transition for easy ones, that's big time.
Pass to Sarr. Back to George. And count it. Now 5 for 7.
His shooting has been fantastic, and this team has leaned on him.
Young looking over the floor. Now here's Whitmore. Gobert with it.
Rudy Gobert has become really excellent at getting deep low post position. The defense has got to foul him when he's that deep.
This is his second trip to the free throw line in this one. first free throw is good.
What you love about Rudy Gobert is he understands his strengths and where he can impact the game. That is primarily on the defensive end, but also as a screen setter offensively.
He makes 1 of 2 that time. The Timberwolves lead by 21. And here's Edwards outside. And it's blocked. What a play as he just snatches the shot out of midair. Pass to Whitmore. Oh, nice finish from the low block. That one's good. Whitmore's got 10 points in the game. Here's Castle, guarded by Young. Here's Castle. Give him 8. Shot clock at 6. The 3 ball. Pelicans cleared away. Wagner outside. Inside. It's stolen away. Here's Castle. Another score. His 5th make out of 10 tries.
Yeah, their defense is starting to wear down. That's 3 straight buckets at the rim.
Outside Young to the middle. Kicks it out to Wagner. Over George. And it's Wagner missing. Minnesota leading by 21. Ooh, a two-handed power slam.
What he might lack in height at the 4 spot, he makes up for it with his burst.
Throws it up high. Intercepted. Young against George. Pass to Edwards. Can't hit that one.
Boy, the wheels have definitely fallen off in this quarter. He cannot buy one.
Now here's Gobert. Tight defense on him. Wagner with it. Guarded now by George. To the left side wing. From the top of the key. And he gets that one. He's got 12. And Minnesota with possession here. Inside. Played it in with a nice touch off the window.
That's 10 straight points they've given up in the painted area.
The Pelicans have gotten 6 of 11 attempts to fall so far in the 3rd. Outside Whitmore. Pass to Gobert. 5 on the clock. New Orleans needs to hurry. Late clock. And they pick up 2. Whitmore's gotten 4 this quarter.
How about Gobert with the find? On time and on target. Nicely done, Rudy.
And Minnesota calls time here. Some changes for New Orleans. Filipowski comes in for Rudy Gobert, and it's Bay in for Wagner. The Timberwolves lead by 21. Pass to Hood-Schifino. Puts up a 3. Out of bounds. It'll be Pelicans ball. Pelicans trail by 21. Now Young. He's got 6. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
The more aggressive Young is, the better he plays, creating a trip to the line.
These are his first free throws of the game.
And in their last game, he really distinguished himself at the free throw line.
Free throws good. Young.
And Trae Young's attitude on the floor is so striking. He's got this unbreakable edge to him. He's super competitive and is ready to scrap with you.
And so he makes both from the line. And Minnesota with possession here. They have a 19-point lead. And there's the screen. That shot missing. Good work defensively by Whitmore. For New Orleans, they've gotten 7 of 12 shots to drop in the third. Pass to Filipowski. And here is Young. The layup off target. The Timberwolves lead by 19. Here's Dillingham. Watson with it. He has 7.
Man, good whistle there.
At the line for your Timberwolves, Watson. 2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he makes a first. And New Orleans making a change here. Williamson's checked in. No good on the second free throw. Pass to Dillingham. Now Watson. Clock at 6. And he lobs it up.
Oh, what a perfect pass to set that up.
Hey, the feed might have been pretty, but the finish, that was angry. Well, New Orleans shooting 54% so far in the third quarter. Williamson looking around. And is blocked. There's 1:47 left to play in the third quarter. Gets the 3 ball to go. Dillingham's got 5 now.
Such a reliable threat from range. You'd think the defense might key on him a little bit more.
Here's Young. And a nice finish on the layup.
Courageous play by Young. I mean, he goes inside and gets past the contact to his shot.
And here's Dillingham from the arc. The Pelicans pull it in. The crossover, and Young, here we go. And as it goes out of bounds, New Orleans will keep possession. It's time to take a glance again at that superb block.
Oh, amazing indeed. And getting stops like that only encourages him to keep attacking on the offensive end.
There's 1:12 left in the third quarter. Williamson outside. Williamson is doubled. The kick out to Young. And a miss there on the triple. Minnesota leading by 23. Pass to Dillingham. Covered by Williamson. Here's Dillingham. Here's Hood Schifino. He drops it from range. 5 points in the game.
Back-to-back threes, making their defense work on the perimeter a bit.
32 seconds left in the third. Here's Filipowski. And terrific work on the offensive glass as he picks up the deuce.
The defense getting out-hustled on the putback. Can't let that happen.
You have got to put a body on somebody. We talk about it ad nauseum, but you've got to be disciplined with the box outs.
Ooh, that's a tough spot to be in as a defender. With that height disadvantage, it's very hard to protect the rim.
And here's Williamson, averaging almost 23 points a contest. A fantastic offensive player. Oh, the dunk by Williamson.
And a solid pick to free him up for the dunk.
Boy, the timing there couldn't be any better.
The execution was simply flawless. That, ladies and gentlemen, is how you run that play.
And as we conclude the third, pretty much a blowout here. It's been a one-sided affair. It's Minnesota delivering the blowout. And we're just moments away from the start of quarter number 4. Stay with us. And there have been two very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. And so it's Edwards who brings up the ball for Minnesota. On the court for the Pelicans, getting the fourth quarter going. We've got Zion Williamson. He's out there with Rudy Gobert. Christian Brown out there with Franz Wagner to the paint. Here's Williamson. And the Pelicans get another bucket right there.
Looks like we're starting to see a pattern here. Not afraid to get in the paint and get wet.
Outside Watson. George outside. And Gobert with a block.
Boy, whenever Gobert is out there, he will make you think about shooting near the rim. This guy's such a good shot blocker.
Six to shoot. Here's Edwards. Good. And that basket makes him 8 for 14 for the game.
Every aspect of Anthony Edwards' game is on display. This guy has been cooking from the outset.
Here's Gobert. No good there.
I'll tell you what, they've rebounded the ball tremendously well.
Fades. Here's Sarr. And that one falls. His 5th basket in 7 tries.
You simply must put a body on this guy. You know he's going to try to get to that glass.
Williamson outside. Pass to Brown. Wagner outside. Fires from deep. Hits a three-pointer. Wagner's got 24 points.
Well, that's his second 3 of the game. 1 in the first half, 1 here.
George outside to the inside. Second chance effort. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up.
No debate there. He got hammered.
Shooting 2.
And the first one at the line is good. And technology, always a conversation, Doris. So talk to us about wearable sensors and where that is between the league and players union.
Yeah, you know, obviously there are some privacy concerns because what these wearables give you are devices to measure how healthy a player is. What should his exertion level be based on all kinds of health information? Resting heart rate variability. What was the quality of sleep? Quality of sleep is a huge issue in the NBA with all the late flights and tip times, et cetera, cross-country travel. When you're investing millions into your players, you're trying to take the best care you can of them, and some of that goes to the information you can glean from these wearables. I love them. He started out strong, 3 threes in the first half, but the long ball has disappeared on him since.
And we're about 2 minutes into the fourth now. Here's Williamson. An easy 2 on the layup.
I'll tell you, you have got to have a short memory. You put a poor first half behind you, and you get to work here in the second.
Pass to George. That's good from George. And the NBA has made a significant investment in the G League over the years. Grant, you can really see the impact it's had.
Yeah, BA, and it's grown into a real minor league for the NBA. The NBA needed something like that for a long time, and it's helped the product.
The Pelicans making a switch here. Batum is checked in for Rudy Gobert. Bay comes in for Williamson. Martin, he's checked in for Wagner. And it's Jackson in for Brown. So he makes 1 of 2, and the second one misses. Pass to Sarr. George outside. Sarr passes to George. Minnesota again missing.
The perimeter game has failed him thus far. Hit 1 from range in the first half, but nothing since.
Bay with it. Martin a screen. Bay inside. Out to the right wing. Here's Batum. Drops in the 3. Batum's got his first 3 points of the game.
Now, Nick Batum does pre-shot preparation, so on the catch, he is ready to rise and fire.
Here's Dillingham. Pass to Sarr. Nails it. He's now 6 for 8 from the floor.
They've been a little soft with their defense on the interior.
Here in the fourth quarter, just under 2.5 gone by. Count that one.
And he gives up some size inside, but makes a great adjustment on the finish.
Well, he's attacking, he's forcing the issue, and that simply stated a terrific play.
Doris, coaching is a difficult job. You think they're judged unfairly?
I do, PA. I think they go into any circumstance, and it's largely contingent on what is the strength of the organization. What's your ownership like? What is their commitment level to winning? What is your front office and the decision-making process like? But we all know this. Like, the coaches ultimately are the ones who are judged by wins and losses. They know that going in.
And the free throw, no good. Minnesota leading by 21. Up top, George, defended by Wagner. Pass to Dillingham. There's a screen. The 3 is up. It's hauled in by New Orleans. Gobert's got 12 rebounds here tonight. Big time effort. Outside Whitmore. Driving in. Sarr pulls it in. Sarr's got 11 rebounds in the game.
And right now, they're +8 in the rebounding category. That's helping them run away with this.
On target from range.
Absolutely ruthless. He's not about to start showing mercy now.
Well, when it's closing time, he's trying to lock the door. He's been going all night.
Wagner outside. Down low. Here's Gobert. No good with a layup. Minnesota has gone 1 for 5 shooting from the arc here in the fourth. Sarr misses.
That's the shot they wanted. It just didn't fall.
I think expect them to go back to it because that's the kind of shot this offense is designed to generate.
Hey, sometimes you miss even under the best of circumstances.
Castle misses. For New Orleans, they've got 5 out of 10 shots to drop here in the final quarter. And the league has made it clear, Grant, it sees streaming at the forefront of basketball viewing going forward.
Well, BA, it's a no-brainer. The internet is the future after all, and streaming opens a lot more options for engaging with fans while they watch.
First free throw is good. Zion Williamson is checked in for New Orleans. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. The Timberwolves lead by 22. Pass to Dillingham. Ball stolen. Here's Brown, and he gets it to go. Timberwolves shooting at about 51% for the game so far in this one. Here's Sarr, covered by Williamson. Here's George. Here's Castle. Just 5 on the clock. Count it. That's his 6th field goal in 12 tries.
He's a new man this half, playing with much better intensity and getting results.
Williamson outside. Well, Grant, it appears that league expansion is around the corner. Any concerns about spreading the talent too thin?
Not really, BA. I mean, the global pool of players competing for an NBA roster spot has never been deeper. So there's plenty of talent to go around.
Castle for 3. Knocks it down from distance. Castle's got 5 points now this quarter.
You know, put a rough first half behind him. He's absolutely crushing it here in the second.
To the inside. It's tipped.
They've shown the power inside. Their rebounding effort has been sensational.
Here's Sarr. Ooh, he's found his rhythm. 7 for 10 and counting. Here's Williamson. Driving inside. Boy, he overdid it there. Too much force on the foul, and he's called for the flagrant 1.
You know, it's just hard to watch a player put the well-being of an opponent at risk. He rightfully earned that flagrant.
Yeah, the officials are all over that one, sending a clear message that that kind of roughness is unacceptable. Williamson hits them both.
And after attempting no free throws in the first half, now he's putting the defense back on its heels.
And it's the Pelicans with the ball. Wagner, the pass to Gobert. Outside Young. He got a piece of it. Kicks it out to Williamson. Just 5 to shoot. Inside. Oh, and Gobert powers it home. Great game for him. Double-double now.
That is right in Gobert's window. Make it easy.
Pass to Watson. Shoots over Bay. The bank shot, no good. And so it's Young with it. He brings it up for New Orleans. Wagner in the high post. Bay from long range. Sinks it from distance.
The three-point shooting has been on point here in the second half.
Here's Castle, guarded by Young. To the paint. Here's Hood Schifino. And miss after miss right now. Pelicans trail by 20. Young, the pass to Wagner. And we're starting to see some big contracts for NBA head coaches, Doris.
Well, BA, whether we are talking about player contracts or coaches' contracts, the cost of business is the cost of business. And coaches, to me, earn every penny. Because what happens when teams underperform? The first fall guy is typically that head coach. I have zero problems with the salaries.
Pass to Sarr. Here's Misi. Here's Sarr, covered by Williamson. Fades and shoots. Offensive rebound. Here's Misi, defended by Gobert. To the middle. And down it goes. Dumped it through off a beautiful setup.
There is an imagination, a creativity. This guy's passing drives the offense.
Back to Young. Pass to Williamson. Now here's Young. Wagner, the pass to Bay. Gets the three to fall. Bay's got 6 points in the quarter.
They're improving, but still find themselves behind.
Yeah, but this run started with tighter execution at both ends, and that'll need to be maintained for them to have a chance to take the lead.
And now let's take a look at the New Balance player of the game, Alex Sarr.
Defensively, they were not prepared for his inside game. They were not able to deny him the ball, and once he got it, he was so quick and able to get to work. Just a masterful performance in the paint tonight.
And it's really a shame that they won't make the playoffs, despite all of his efforts. But if he continues to play at this level, a playoff appearance might not be far off. Inside. Pass to Castle. 5 to shoot from deep. Sarr. It's rebounded by Wagner. Wagner's got his 6th rebound on the night. Williamson right side. Wagner against George. Now here's Wagner. He's covered closely. Shot from the top of the key. And another one falls for New Orleans.
Boy, when he catches a rhythm, Franz Wagner is relentless offensively.
Pass to Sarr. Edwards against Young. Now George. Here's Sarr. Out to the wing. Outside Edwards. And Edwards slams it in.
They came out and had a statement win with their performance tonight. A fantastic effort to get it done here for the Timberwolves.
The coaching staff has to be happy with the way they've limited their turnovers here.
Yeah, B.A., that's hashtag facts. Just tremendous patience and self-control.
And they really wanted this one. It pushes their win total up to 21.
And this team really wanted to at least split this season series.
And it was a reliably solid performance from one of their key guys. A tremendous game for Alex Sarr.
He played big all night, relentless on the glass, just helping his team in the possession battle.
Pass to Brown. Into the lane. Banked it in off the glass.
Oh, my. You have to respect the aggressiveness he plays with. Ooh.
The Timberwolves lead by 15. Now here's Edwards. They set the pick. From 11 feet away. Boy, clanks that one off the back iron and it falls.
Finishing the game strong. This is how you shut the door on any hopes of a comeback.
No question, they've gotten hot at exactly the right time. Clutch play on a team level.
Williamson inside. 6 on the shot clock. Picked by Gobert. This one for 3. Gets rebounded by Minnesota. Shot and game clock separated by 5. Outside Edwards. To the paint. Here's Misi. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
Their home crowd has energized them all game. Now they're closing it out.
Well, for all intents and purposes, this game is over. Just a matter of time here.
And so it's Minnesota easily grabbing this one. Well, this might not have been the most competitive game we've ever seen, but you've got to appreciate their masterful performance.
And I'm sure their fans appreciated it too. We saw the outstanding defense and a loaded offensive effort. They were just dominant out there.
And that about wraps it up. For Doris Burke, Allie LaForce, and Grant Hill, and our entire crew, this is Brian Anderson thanking you for tuning in. And we present the player of the game, Alex Sarr.